Mike, did you know that at age 16 or 15 that you needed boxing, or was that impressed upon you from some of your great mentors?
Yeah, my mentor.
And those are the words of Carr. That was the relationship that was nurtured with Customado.
Hey, listen, my first time I was in a reform center, I saw Muhammad Ali. He came to visit the kids. I wanted to be a fighter.
Is this a Tryon?
Yes. And then I wasn't sure if I wanted to be a fighter. Then I saw Roberto Duran. I said, I want to do this for my life.
The hands of stone.
Yes. I said, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to be like him.
The first one? The first fight?
No.
With Leonard?
Yes. I said, I want to be like him.
Okay. That was a good fight.
Wow. Holy moly. I feel like I'm
a Van.
Remember Vander Holyfield had the hot sauce?
Yeah.
Here's Mike Tyson hot sauce. Yeah.
I hope that.
Let's sell it. Let's see if I can make more money than Evander did with his. Huh?
I think he would make more. And then he had no doubt.
Will, one of our favorites, Nash Hilton, making his way into the cage here.
All right, Nash Hilton, Cage Wars veteran, making his way to the ring in the cage.
And know what else is interesting about fighters? Like I see the UFC guys, they stay in the same locker room. You can't put fighters that go fight each other. You can't put them and their people all in the same locker room. Oh, they're going to fight before this fight starts.
That's way too much tension. It's going to explode at some point.
Yeah, no, even here, they're kept in separate locker rooms, red and blue, not meant to mingle.
But UFC, they're all around close to each other.
Yeah.
But and professional boxing, high intense fighters, extreme fighters, they can't even look at each other. This close off.
You know what I've noticed? I feel like there's more it's more common to see real bad blood with boxers than MMA fighters. Would you say that's true, or would you say that's not?
They're two different animals.
Yeah. Like boxers sometimes at they seem like they just want to fight right away, right at the press conference or the weigh-in. But you saw it with Khabib and McGregor. They had serious beef.
But you know what's so interesting now? The government, it just won't let you be as poor as like a guy like me, when I grew up, we lived in abandoned buildings and stuff. The government would not do that no more. They would not let people in America live like that.
Yeah,
There'd be a homeless centers or something like that.
Yeah.
But they will not let you live like in filth no more.
Yeah,
unless you're homeless.
Right.
But if you're just a functional people like my family was, they would not let you live in condemned buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. That would not be good.
Times have changed.
The time has changed.
Tyler Gilf is making his way to the cage from Tai Kai MMA, coming off a tough loss against title challenger Alex Williams. So he's really looking to make a statement here against Nash. Nash coming off a tough KO loss against Jason Hackett. Recently changed camps. He's with Team Juco now. He's a coach. He's a trainer. He's a competitor. He really wants to have this opportunity to show out.
And you'll see this with this Nash Hilton. I think the gym change has done him well. He looks like he's in terrific shape. He is also a man of many, many talents. One of our favorite people. Occasionally, Nash sits in here and does some commentary with us. So hard for me not to be kind of rooting for the local kid a little bit here. Should be an interesting fight, though, for sure.
Both these guys have a lot to prove. There's going to be some fireworks. We're going to bring it up to Mike Favo for the official introductions.
The action continues on the card for Cage Wars 67 with our upcoming contest. 3-minute rounds. It is in our welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in yesterday at 171 pounds. Representing Team Juco out of Scotia, New York, Nash, the Avenger Hilton. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in yesterday 171.4 pounds. Representing Tai Kai MMA out of Syracuse, New York, Ty the Ghost Gilfest.
Will, what do you expect for these two fighters here?
I expect them both to come out and make a statement. To me, it's going to be whether Nash wants to stand or whether he wants to take it to the ground.
You know, earlier we were talking about physiques and stuff, and I always noticed the hardest punches are always the guys built like this.
Kind of that Tommy Hearn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I watch
Arguello type, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're the best punchers, the thin guys. Some like Ray Leonard, Ray Robinson. They're like this. Wow, they got the leverage for some reason. It's the leverage. Woo!
Nice job by Nash. who looks
It looks like the
super
legs are going to
focused.
break the
Nash looks
Clyde,
very
right?
determined.
Look at how focused.
Oh, God. Look at that.
Ooh, both guys.
Oh,
Oh, it's a war tonight.
That's our first jab we've seen tonight, gentlemen.
wow.
Nash got him against Cage. What can you do with it? Sinks that left. Takedown.
Oh, God. Hey,
Looking
listen.
for Neon Belly.
Again, like they're comparing the difference between boxing and MMA.
Yeah.
And see these guys right here?
Right.
UFC. If these guys have a fight where people are going boo, boo, and these guys will never fight again.
Damn.
If you're a boxer, you have a bad fight, you can get another fight.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're UFC or MMA, if you got a bad fight, they're never going to see you again.
Yeah.
Get cut.
Only good fights are here.
100.
That's why when I come to a cage match,
Yeah.
we're going to see good fights.
100%.
Well, and that is the truth in the pros
Right?
for MMA.
Yeah.
That,
It's
exciting, too.
The promoters don't need you. You need the promoters.
Yeah. And not only that, Dana White, he's very smart. He give you bonuses for the fight of the night.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That gives them an incentive to be like, oh, I have to bring it more. I have to bring it.
And listen, you can get the fight of the night if you even lose.
Yeah.
Depends on how hard you fight.
Yeah.
Nash Hilton doing a good job to control. Tyler Gilfus trying to bring his left knee in to secure half guard.
This is clean.
Oh, he
And
got
his-
his
Oh,
back.
nice transition by Nash to the mount.
Nash looks great.
Yeah, his body position right now, anywhere he's trying to go, he's just on top of him.
Nash
He's
looks
controlling
fantastic
everything.
tonight.
Great control from the top by Nash.
I don't think this is going to get out of the first round.
The human body blows my mind.
Nash looking to work that high mount. Looking to isolate the left arm. Look for the choke. We're looking for the choke. He's got to get to the side.
Whoa.
Drive the
He's
shoulder
got
down.
it.
That's
Wow.
locked in. That's
This might
locked
be
in.
it.
That's locked in.
Look at that guy's
This might
body.
be
Look at all
it.
that muscles.
The thing Tyler's got going for him is he's got his right hand by his ear. He's answering the phone.
Once that's locked in, it might be a wrap, though.
No, not with
He's
that
gotta
phone.
get more down pressure on the shoulder.
Hey, not
Yeah.
with that hand there.
Yeah.
Not with that hand
That's
there.
the
Yeah,
exact
yeah.
defense.
It was in the
is to
way of
answer
getting it
that phone.
locked
Yeah,
in.
you can't get
Yeah.
that hand. Not gonna happen. Oh,
Nice job by Nash.
But Nash, he's been dominant on his feet and on the ground. So overall, this round's all him.
I'm going to call this Nash Hilton 2.0 because
looks-
I've not seen him this polished.
He looks
Wow.
great. And relaxed too, Will, right?
Oh, just so focused, so relaxed, transitioning between stances, transitioning between grappling exchanges.
Yeah. And Amir and Mike, we've seen
Yeah.
Nash lose a couple of tough fights. And this is a really nice, strong round one for him and a comeback.
Yeah.
Very calm, very composed, aware of what's going on.
Because I've watched his fights before. He has good power and counter punching skills, but he tires a little bit, if I'm correct or not, from what I've seen.
Yeah, he's definitely more focused, more relaxed this fight.
hey, you look at guys like losing a fight don't mean nothing. You look at guys like Henry Armstrong, Benny Leonard, Harry Greb. These are the greatest fighters God ever produced.
Right.
They got knocked out their first fight.
It's like that.
Got knocked out their first fight. But listen, no one remembers the guys that knocked them out.
Right.
Because they probably got knocked out and quit.
Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, they probably got knocked out and quit, never fought again.
They use it as motivation.
Yeah.
They got him better.
The greatest fighters. That's what
Yeah.
inspires me. That's why when I see a guy lose his first pro fight, I know from experience reading the greatest fighters that ever lived got knocked out, humiliated, obliviated,
Yeah.
And does
came back to be like almost like gods.
And it's hard in boxing too. You suffer an early loss in your career.
Humiliation
It can be
in
such
front
a
of so many
huge
people.
Setback. Different in MMA, where athletes are expected to have a couple of losses throughout
Yeah.
the course of the career.
Dad, does that make you feel a type of way now? How like in boxing now, if you have one loss, it feels like a fan just like let him go away. Doesn't that annoy you a bit?
No,
Or no?
fighting is life. It's like life.
Yeah.
When you lose in life, we don't give up. We keep fighting.
Keep on going. Yep.
That's why people love fighting so much, because it emulates life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tyler Gilfus looking to push the action. Nash doing a good job pushing against Cage.
Using his like strength and body control just to drag him wherever he wants.
Yeah, Nash looks good.
Nash doing a good job using his head, looking to change that level, looking for a leg. Tyler doing a good job grabbing that right underhook. Nice knee by Nash, returned by Gilfus.
Gilfus doing a nice job here at the start of the second round, kind of neutralizing some of Nash's superpowers.
Yeah, he knows he has to win this round to stay in the fight.
For sure.
Unless he gets a knockout.
You know, he's been getting roughed up, but he didn't give up. He's still
Yeah.
fighting.
And he looks good.
Oh, he's taking him down now? Oh, okay.
Nice
still
job
fi-
by Tyler
He
Gilfus.
didn't give up. He kept fighting. He didn't give up when times got bad.
Nash
He kept
feels like
fighting.
He's getting right back up, though. He's tough.
Hilton
Both
switched
of
into
them tough.
desperation mode
Yeah.
for sure. He's getting pounded here a little bit, though.
Oh.
And he's starting
Looks
to
like
cover
he's
up,
hurt.
which
He
is
looks
in a
like
good
he's hurt.
look.
He's letting
Something
him punch
happened.
him. It looks
Something
like
happened. He hurt him.
Looks
by
like
the-
he got
He's
hurt.
He's
Watch
hurt.
the back of the head.
Oh, he's hurt bad.
He's not
hurt.
his eye seems shut. His
He's
eye
hurt.
seems like it's hurt.
He's hurt. He's
Oh,
hurt.
that's it.
He's
Good
hurt.
job by Tyler
He's
Gilchrist.
hurt
Great
bad.
job by
Yeah.
Tyler
Look,
Gilchrist.
he never gave up. He never gave up. Never gave up. Never gave up.
That meant something to him, champ.
Never gave up.
Yeah.
That meant something to him,
He
getting
got,
that from you.
he got his ass kicked all
Yeah.
through the fight. Never gave up.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a replay. Let's see if we can see what happens here, guys. And you're right, Mike. It looks like his right eye is closed.
Huh? Wait a minute.
Yeah, I saw it when he was on the when I first saw him. I saw his
Yeah, his
was
right
just
eye looks like it's
huge.
closed.
And that just happened in like seconds. So I wonder what punch did that.
And you got to look at this. He got his eyes punched. He got the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He
The
got both his eyes
replay.
punched.
He did.
Nash is trying to roll through, but he's already hurt by this point. So I'm
Yeah.
not sure what precipitated this.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
he's
might have been the
squinching his
strike.
eye. You see that?
Yeah, he was already squinting his eye.
Yeah.
Yep. So something happened prior to that replay.
And he's just targeting it.
You know, again, great situational awareness
Yeah.
by Tyler Gilchrist.
Yeah.
100%.
Hey, listen. This is why, like in life, you don't give up. He didn't look like this was going to be a bad night for him, didn't it?
Initially,
Yeah, it didn't look like he was going to have a good night.
Yeah.
Anything happens when you don't give up. But when you give up, all the doors of opportunities close.
You gotta keep it pushing.
Keep it moving.
You know, Chael Sonnen always
Yes,
talked
sir.
about people that say failure's not an option. Failure's always an option.
Oh, yes.
But this young man said, no, not tonight.
Yeah.
No.
Here we go. He's up against the cage. Let's see what we can see here, guys. Tyler doing a good job using his head.
Oh, that was
This
great.
is
Trying to
real
see-
interesting.
great
The knees hurting to
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
solar plex.
Absolutely.
He looks to go for the head, but Tyler ends up
Then look,
sneaking
that's
out the
got
back.
it's the knees that got him.
Yeah, and he seems out of breath now.
It's the knees that took
Yeah.
the air out of him. Look, that he's out of it now. Boom.
And to your credit too, Amir, but you did mention that in some of Nash Hilton's previous fights, he did tend to tire
Yep,
a little
he
bit,
did.
and I think
He
we
did.
certainly saw that in the second round.
Yep.
We're going to bring it up to Mike Falvo for the official result.
Fans, a round of applause for two great warriors inside this cage.
He won.
Referee Kevin McDonald's called a stop to this fight 1 minute, 29 seconds into round number 2 for your winner by way of TKO, Ty the Ghost Gilfus.
His whole demeanor changed right when he got hit in the stomach. He was like, it
Oh,
took
you
the
saw that,
life
right?
out of him. Yeah. And right before that, like you were saying, he was dominating and stuff. You know what I mean?
Great job by Tyler Gilfus. Excellent show respect by these two guys.
Yeah. Well, you know, and it's something to build on for Nash, too. I don't know what he wants to do next, but he did come in really, really good shape, Will, and he had a great first round. So nothing to be disappointed about too much. Certainly a good effort by Nash Hilton here tonight, and he'll be back, hopefully.
Hey, what's about this guy, Dontae DeJesus? Is he any good?
He's very good. He's coming out of Canada. They moved him up in the card to the main card because he's now challenging for the USMCA title against his opponent, Joe Crabill, who came off of a big win against Jason Hackett, a big KO win
Yeah.
at Mac Promotions.
So it's
I'm
like
sure
one
he
of the
has a
minor
lot of
belts.
confidence now.
It's one of
Yes.
the minor belts
Yes.
like boxing
Yep.
does sometimes.
Exactly.
Okay,
It's like
yeah.
AAA.
Okay.
Hey, this is what I learned from a fighting world.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a minor belt.
Right.
Okay?
So even
a belt's a belt. There's no minor belt.
even like the WBO Intercontinental
There's
stuff,
no
it's
minor
still
belt.
It's still a belt. A belt
No
is a
minor
belt.
belt.
And both those guys
Yeah.
are very, very talented. We look forward to seeing
Yeah.
them now a little bit later in the card. Very well deserved to give them that USMCA shot.
Yeah.
Because, you know, once the title, you got a title, no matter what it is, you make more money.
100%.
Well, and for these guys and girls that want to go pro, Cage Wars has become a jumping off point. So
Yeah.
if you can come here, win a belt, defend it, you are much more lucrative and appealing to the pros.
Exactly.
And while we have a
sure.
couple of minutes and we get set for our next fight, Mike, let's talk about November 15th, you versus Jake Paul, a fight that was originally scheduled for this past summer, July, due to some medical reasons. You gave yourself a couple of extra months. How's the training going? What's the game plan going in, and what can we expect? And by the way, is this a Netflix fight?
Yes.
It is on Netflix, right?
Yes.
Good.
First ever.
November 15th, AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys, the Jerry Dome. What can fight fans expect that night?
A lot of violence.
Yeah.
A lot of violence.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and you hear, I mean, people want you to, I mean, if I can just put it bluntly, they want you to knock him the bleep out. There's some pressure on you. in this fight.
No, it doesn't matter what they want. It depends on what I want.
Yes, sir.
Well,
I want to knock them
I was
out.
just going to say that,
Yes,
Champ.
sir.
I was listening to a few of your interviews recently, and you've made it a point that this is about what you want. For the first time, it's
Exactly.
not about family or friends.
Money
this
or
is what
anything.
Mike wants.
Yes. This is what I want. I agree 100%. This is what I want. I wanted to fight. I asked them to fight.
Yeah.
This is for you and nobody else, and
Yeah.
that's what makes it exciting for the fans.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. I agree too.
Well, then I'll ask
listen.
you.
This is not for money. This fight is not going to change my life financially or nothing. This is just what I want to do. Anything that I'm apprehensive about or get me nervous, I do. Fighting again got me nervous. I was scared. I said, fuck it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to fight
So,
him.
was it to feel that feeling? Because you said I'm doing what I want. It's on your terms. Is it to feel alive? Is it to have the excitement? What is the motivation for you if it's not about the money?
I want to perform in front of the world.
To me, when
That's
I listen,
that's all I ever knew how to do since I was 14. That's all I know how to do. I could, you know what I mean,
performance.
me retiring, waiting for a check every day from cannabis, that's bullshit for me. I'm a man. I got to go out there.
Sounds like a nice life, though. I can't
No,
lie.
that's not life. Life is sitting around. I want to go out there and I want to expose myself to risk.
when I was listening to your interviews, it really kind of almost brought me back to the Rocky Balboa scene where he was with his brother-in-law Paul, and he said, I got some stuff in the basement. It's about nothing else. It's about me and what I have and what I want to express and bring out. And that really resonated with me when I listened to you talk.
Hey, sometimes I want to see who I really am.
I love
it. I want to see what I'm really made out of.
Adversity has a way of introducing a man to himself.
But we have to face it.
Yes,
A lot
sir.
of people,
100%.
most of our life, you know why fighters are so admired? Because what we do for a living, people avoid their whole entire life.
It goes
And they
back.
admire that.
It goes back to the man in the arena, Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I can't wait. November
Teddy
15th,
Roosevelt.
AT&T Stadium. I don't know how many.
That's
I mean,
a good quote, too. Like John Kennedy used that same quote.
Yes, sir.
That same speech.
Yes, sir.
John Kennedy used that same speech.
Teddy Roosevelt, my favorite president.
Yeah.
Was he a boxer? Did he have? Did he
Yes,
get a
he
boxing
was.
job? I remember
Yes, he
reading
did.
that.
Judo,
I
wrestling.
remember reading that.
He,
Everything.
Yeah.
John F. Sullivan was his boxing instructor.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so he probably knew how to throw hands at people
Yeah.
if he needed to defend himself.
Teddy Roosevelt got shot during a speech and
Yep, and he
continued the
continued.
speech.
Yep.
What was he
Toughest
called?
president in
A
history.
bullhorn?
Yeah.
Bullhorn. A bull. Something he called himself.
Yep.
He did it for like 20 more minutes.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Put pressure on the wound himself and kept talking.